Good morning. I'm calling all creators under 1,000 subscribers to tune in and share with me. Right now, I'm sharing my journey as a YouTube creator. Now, starting a YouTube channel was a leap of faith. So, one might say I changed in the area of faith, believing that something good can happen. In this video, I'm sharing my YouTube journey, my experience, and maybe it will inspire you and encourage you to go ahead and start your channel. One of the biggest questions you will face, and I faced it, was just finding a niche. Initially, I resisted the idea because I thought I didn't want to be pigeonholed into just one thing. But there are a lot of channels posting how to find your niche, and I watch some of those. But coming from a career in counseling, that was my career for many years, I thought, well, if I'm recording something that I know, then it would be counseling. But I didn't want to do that. I'm also artistic, so I enjoy making things. It took me a long time to find my niche, and after posting many kinds of videos, being creative, sharing counseling, life tips, travel, camping, hiking, picnics, it became clear that the niche I had to pursue was seniors camping. Because a year ago, I put out a camping trip that my husband, who's now 81 and I'm 70, we put out a camping video, and that was the one that took off. So it's like my viewers hijacked my channel. That's all they wanted to see from me. So I felt like, okay, this is the one that's grabbing people the most. So this is the one I have to focus on. After a year of deliberating that, I finally decided, okay, all right, I'll do senior camping. But I live in Ontario, and you can't do that year round. Yes, initially I felt like viewers had hijacked my channel. I resented it, but I got over that, and I fell in line. I started posting about seniors camping, and then what I took is I took some of the creative things I was doing, specifically knitting, and I moved that to a separate channel. So I created that, and then I created this channel where I feel like, okay, I can have the most freedom in it to just say what I want. So people selected a niche for me, and obviously it was the one where the videos that I got the most response from. So that life, sort of crowds in and says, hey, this is the direction you got to go. So I conceded, and that's fine. And I am having fun with that channel. It's the one that's monetized. So if you're thinking about creating a channel and you're wondering what is your niche, can't even say the word. A good question you can ask yourself is, what could I talk about for hours without getting bored? For me, it's being creative with knitting, which is an easy topic to post year round. It's not related to seasonal, the weather affecting. Getting back to that question of how YouTube changed my life, well, creating a YouTube channel gave a sense of purpose. Every week, I'm thinking about what I can create. I'm learning new things all the time in the areas of editing and photography and recording, the use of color, trying to make your words, your paragraph sections succinct, what you're going to share, getting to the point. So one could summarize it by saying, you're learning new things every day, all the time. And the more we use our brains, the longer we're going to live, the more productive and interesting life will be. So basically, life gets better. Starting a small channel or just starting a channel in itself can lead to success and fulfillment. Success on YouTube doesn't depend on having a massive subscriber count. Having a small channel means that you can interact with others. You gain a sense of community. Sometimes I call it, years ago when I was a young girl, we had pen pals where you would write a letter and they would write back, and you never met them other than through these letters. So I call this the cyber pen pal. So you can get cyber pen pals. And if you are in a position where you're alone a lot and you're feeling lonely, you can broaden your horizons. You can broaden your sense of connection by creating a channel and interacting with others. I have a viewer who I would call a friend. She interacts with every single one of my videos. She said to me she likes smaller channels because the creators have time to interact with her. And she's a senior, she's 75, and lives alone. And so this broadens your perspective. It broadens your sense of self. It helps you get beyond yourself and your own circumstances. And connection with others is always a valuable thing. We need that. And so if you're inclined, start a YouTube channel, even just to get some cyber pen pals. My dear departed mom, she, living alone, her pet cat died, and she was heartbroken. As if you're a pet owner, you know that sense of grieving when you lose the pet. And so she said to me, I have to get another cat. She said, I have to have a reason to get up and something to do for every day. And so her newfound pet did that for her, gave her a reason to get up and do something. So thinking about it from a YouTube perspective, there's a personal impact, how it affects your sense of purpose and routine. So as my mom would say, it gave me something to get up and do for. So it gives you that sense of purpose. It gives you that sense of, for example, when you retire and you quit work, you lose that routine of getting up, going and doing the job, coming home, having a sense of satisfaction, you hope. And when you retire, you lose that. And there's a sense of grieving in that loss. In one sense, you're glad not to be having to do certain things, but you lose that sense of purpose and you lose that routine. And so creating a YouTube channel gives you that. It's like a mini job that you get to control. You don't have to punch the clock. You just get up and do it. You set up your ideas, you do the videotaping, you do the recording, and you do the editing, and then you set it out. So it gives you a reason to get up and something to do for. And after a while, you realize you're doing this for your viewers as well as yourself. You're gaining personal satisfaction, but you're also satisfying the needs and interests, hope, and encouragement of your viewers. It's amazing what happens. I posted a video regarding my husband's heart attack, which he had 19 years ago, and the surgery that followed and his recovery and so forth. And people responded with their own stories of chest discomfort and their doctor visits and that sort of thing. So sometimes I think if you do it for at least one person who's been able to relate and respond, then you've met your goal. So there's that success in itself. So in summary, creating a YouTube channel has become a place for me, and it can be a place for you, where you share some hope and encouragement. This particular channel has given me the opportunity to connect, to share my story, and it creates an avenue for you to share your story. So if you like telling stories and sharing your life in any aspect, you will like creating a YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, for example, how to start, or for maybe you feel reticent, maybe you're like, I can't put myself in front of a camera, how do I do that? Just, if you have any questions, share them with me and I'll do my best to respond. I'll respond with specific criteria related to your circumstances. So that's what this channel gives us the opportunity to do. So I'd like to encourage you, if you've thought about it at all, go ahead, get out there, do it, and you learn as you go, and you find your own benefits. you find the things that satisfy. What you're going to find at the end of this video are the statistics and things that YouTube shares with me regarding my channel. Excuse me. This is my morning throat. So even if nothing else, YouTube interacts with you and teaches you and reflects and gives you this information. So that can be fun. It's like getting mail. Bye.